I just hope y'all make the puzzles a little bit easier in season 3. If it gets 10 times harder in season 3, I'm not gonna play it, okay? You know what, I'm gonna have to play it because then I'm gonna have to do a video on it, right? But I'm just gonna dread playing season 3 if y'all make the puzzles even harder than season 1 and season 2 combined. I am going to lose my shit. What's good, y'all? What's good? My name is Princetta, and this is the first video on this channel that we're gonna be talking about Amanda the Adventure. Okay, we're gonna be talking about the difference between season 1, and we're gonna be talking about the difference between season 2 that I just played recently. So guys, as you may know, I just played season 2 of Amanda the Adventure, and I got a lot to say. A lot to say. A lot. I did have my confusing moments throughout season 1, but when I found out how the puzzle was going and how to do the puzzle or everything like that, when I would figure it out or when I had help or when I cheated, because I did cheat. Oh, okay. I got it, y'all. I had to Google it. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I'm cheating, bro. I didn't have the patience. I am so sorry, y'all. When it came to season 1, because I was like, okay, this is not getting anywhere. I was on like a part too long. I think it was like the clock that I was on for too long. I was on that shit for too long. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to look this shit up because it's just not cutting it. Okay? And nobody in the comments knew what it was either. Okay, at that time. So I was like, okay, let me just look it up. Let me look it up. And when I figured out what it was, I'm like, bro, okay, I could have figured that out, but I was too slow to figure it out, okay? So when I finally figured the puzzles out in season 1, I was like, okay, that makes sense. I probably could have figured it out if I just was, you know, a little bit good at puzzles, because I'm not good at puzzle games, really. And that's why I really, you know, don't like playing puzzle games, but season 2 was definitely a recommendation, so, you know, I had to play it for y'all because y'all wanted to see it, okay? Y'all wanted to see it. Season 1 puzzles wasn't that difficult, but when we got to season 2, okay, season 2 puzzles was so difficult. You know when you finally figure out a puzzle and you like, oh, bitch, that's what it was? I feel dumb. You know, when you feel that way, when season 2, when I finally figured out the puzzles, or when somebody told me about the puzzles, because I got help throughout the whole stream when it came to season 2, okay? Shout out to all of my subscribers, you know, that actually helped me with the game. When I finally figured out the puzzle in season 2, and I'm not talking about like, you know, one puzzle or, you know, I'm talking about a couple of puzzles. When I finally figured it out, or when somebody finally told me, I was like, I would have never figured that out. I would have never figured that shit out. Like, now with the piggy bank puzzle, I probably would have figured that out sooner or later, okay? It probably would have took me an hour, you know? But I probably would have figured the piggy bank puzzle out, okay? The train puzzle, I was on that one for a little bit, but I possibly could have figured that out as well. But when it came to the, what was it? What puzzle? I was like, hell fucking no. When it came to the monkey part, where you had like 3 monkeys appear, mind you, when 3 monkeys appeared in the room, I was scared, okay? I was terrified. I was like, what in the world is going on here? Like, what is happening, okay? We had 3 monkeys. One had their eyes closed, the other mouth was closed, and the other one, you know, ears like, I don't know. I didn't even know he was closing his ears, but I thought he was just, you know, making a whole bunch of noise. But I'm like, what the fuck? And then it was a radio, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what do they want me to do? You know, what's really going on here? So it was that puzzle that I was like, okay, maybe I would have never figured that out. I don't know when it comes to that one. And then it was, I guess the last puzzle. It was the box puzzle. All the other ones was like, okay, this is simple. I would have figured that out. But it was just this one part at the end where I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, I took a picture. I had to get the paper from the office, and then I had to burn it on the TV, and then I had to go back to see like what everything was, because it gives you the answers to, you know, the box or whatever that you need to like figure out to get like the key and all this kind of stuff. So I'm like, okay. Everything else was simple. I was stuck on one part, bro, and it was the goddamn, it was the other side. It was like the back side of the box, because I'm like, bitch, this is not clear to me. Like, it was small. I didn't know what things was looking like. I thought I had it, but then I didn't. So then I had to have help with that. Okay, shout out to Jay, because, you know, sent it to the Discord, and he was like, listen, look at this. This is how it's supposed to be. Thank God he took a picture of it, okay? Bro, I'm like, some puzzles just did not make sense to me, okay? Y'all can call me slow all you want. I don't care. I don't care. I said what I said. Some of the puzzles just like, I already knew I was not gonna figure out. I was like, okay. Just like the code. Also, I forgot to tell y'all the code too. The code at the beginning of the video. But that's not it. That's not it. Where did y'all get that code from? At the puzzle at the beginning of the fucking game was difficult. I'm like, how did you find the code to look at? Like, what is happening here? I thought that it was simple, like, you know, the numbers, because it was numbers on the books. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's the numbers that on the books that's like out that you can like interact with. I'm like, okay, that's simple. I got this. No, it was like every number that I thought only had like 3 right, and it was like a random 3 somewhere. Where did the 3 come from, Jay? And I'm just like, where did the 3 come from? Like, it was just a mess. It was a mess, okay? But you're talking to a person that really does not like puzzle games like that, because if I'm gonna play a puzzle game, I don't need it to be difficult, okay? If it's difficult, I'm never gonna figure it out. And if I do figure it out, it's probably gonna be hours and hours before I figure that one puzzle out. If it's really difficult, like, you can forget it when it comes to me. Okay, it has to be something simple, you know, it has to be like something simple or not too hard to figure out, you know? I can figure those puzzles out, but if it's like too far out there, you can forget it, okay? It's gone, it's lost. It's somewhere in, you know, the valley. Like, it's over, it's not happening. Season 2 was definitely different when it came to the puzzles. The season 2 puzzles was more difficult than season 1 puzzles. And I was having, you know, complications with season 1, you know what I'm saying? But it was bad with season 2. Season 2 puzzles was definitely difficult, and I think that's why it was 4 hours, because I know I looked up how long, you know, this game was, because, you know, the first season, it was only, I think, an hour long, or hour some change long, and then this season, I look up and it was like, it could be 3 hours long, it could be 4 hours long, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's either the storyline is long as hell, or it's gonna be like it's gonna be harder puzzles, you know, it's gonna be take more time to, you know, figure out these puzzles. It can go either way, and it was definitely the second option. Don't get me wrong, like, Amanda the Adventure is a good sequel. It's a good game, okay? Amanda the Adventure is definitely a good game. Don't get me wrong. I just don't like how hard the puzzles was in season 2. I'm the type of gamer where I don't want it to be too difficult so I can enjoy the game. Okay, I want to enjoy the game at the same time. I want a challenge. I want a little challenge, but I want to be able to enjoy myself and enjoy the game, you know? And when it comes to like really hard gameplays, I'm not gonna be able to enjoy it, because then I'm gonna get frustrated and I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Why can't I figure this out? Like, I'm gonna get really, really frustrated, and then I'm not even gonna play anymore. That's just how I am. But anything, if it's too hard and I spent too much on it, like this one thing, I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm over this, okay? So I wanna be able to enjoy my games, okay? I don't mind a challenge, I just don't want it to be just over the top. I love the storyline, I really, really do. It's crazy ass storyline, but I like the storyline, I do. I was a little confused. It did leave off on a cliffhanger, so I already know it's gonna be a season 3. And, so I was a little confused on what's gonna be coming next. It was definitely a good ass storyline. I did enjoy it, I really did. Once I finished it, and once I was able to go back and watch it and all that kind of stuff, I was like, okay, yeah, I like this this storyline. I really, really do. It's really good. I just hope y'all make the puzzles a little bit easier in season 3. If it gets 10 times harder in season 3, I'm not gonna play it, okay? I'm not playing it. You know what? I'm gonna have to play it because then I'm gonna have to do a video on it, right? But I'm just gonna dread playing season 3 if y'all make the puzzles even harder than season 1 and season 2 combined. I am going to lose my shit, okay? I'm gonna lose my shit because I'm like, okay, I want to enjoy the storyline. I want to enjoy it so bad, but I'm fucking stressed trying to figure out these puzzles. So I'm not even thinking about the storyline right now. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just thinking about getting this puzzle done. I really, really hope that the puzzles are just not 10 times harder. I think they are going to be though, because this season, the puzzles is 10 times harder than season 1. But I'm praying that y'all just don't do this to me. Please do not do this to me, okay? Please. If I'm not rating how hard the puzzles are and my dislike of how hard the puzzles are, I would have to rate the storyline as a whole like a good 8 out of 10. I really, really think the storyline is really, really good. So am I excited for the sequel, season 3? Because I already know it's gonna be a season 3. Not really, because like I told you guys, if the puzzles is 10 times harder than season 2 and season 1, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose my shit. So part of me is not, and then part of me is, because I want to see what actually is like the end game here. I don't know if season 3 is gonna tie everything together, or it's gonna be enough cliffhanger and we're gonna be on season 4. But I'm really interested in to know why I went into that tunnel that was a hidden place in the office. So I'm really kind of intrigued on what is gonna happen next. But as far as the puzzles, I'm not really excited for the puzzles. I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I'm not excited. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. But I am excited for the storyline. So yeah. In the comments down below, let me know if you played the game, if you liked it, if you did not like it, what do you rate it or whatever. And let me know if you like season 2 or you like season 1 better. If you like season 2 better and you don't really like season 1, let me know in the comments down below. But thanks guys anyway for coming through, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Kinetics with the fucking plug.